I don't want an ugly scar. What can I do about it? That's a pretty common question that I get. Um, my name is Raul. I'm a critical care nurse. I've been doing it for over 20 years, working in ICU, CVICU, different kinds of ICUs, and I work with a lot of surgeries. So I've been doing wound care for quite a long time. People are concerned about the scars. So whether you have a fresh scar or you have a scar that you've had a while, there actually is things that you can do to make it better. Um, so let's go over those really quick for you, and so you can see my recommendation. Number one thing people ask me is, what about Mederma? It's a product that they usually buy. And the truth is, if you keep a wound moist, it'll heal best. So you can use KY jelly, and it's going to do better than if you didn't use anything at all. However, there's obviously things that work better than others. For instance, let's talk about Mederma. That's something that a lot of people use. It's a name brand. But they did a clinical study, and it was even published in the New York Times. And they found that using most of these scar creams, including Mederma, did not make a difference compared to using plain KY jelly. There was only one product, a silicone-based product, that really made a big difference, and I'll explain why. One of the things that you want to do with your incisions when they're fresh is you want to keep them away from the sun, because the sun will burn it. See, it's pink, fresh tissue, and if it gets burned, it's going to change a different color, and that's why you get those dark scars. So silicone-based products will actually create a barrier so that it doesn't scar when the light hits it as bad. And if you have something, for instance, there's one by the Healing Touch scar gel that also has other ingredients that actually promote healing of the skin along with protecting it, and that will probably get you the best. I mean, you have the best of both worlds. You're keeping it moist, you're keeping a barrier on it, and you're proactive with some of the healing. They actually have a site that you can get a coupon and get a discount. It's sold on Amazon. A lot of these scar products you can find on Amazon. This one's a little bit on the pricier side, but this one, if you read the reviews, you realize it's going to give you the most benefit. But as long as you keep it moist, you're going to see some results, whether you use KY jelly or you use a name brand. However, certain name brands, especially if they're silicone-based, are going to give you the best results. It takes time to heal. You know that an average scar, a fresh scar, actually is still going through the healing process 2 years later. So, but the sooner you start protecting it and treating it, the better it is. For instance, I've had patients who had open heart surgery, and when they did proper treatment at home, it was practically invisible by the time I saw it months later, and they were really happy with the treatment that they gave. Then you have other people who really don't do anything with it and don't take care of themselves, and what happens, it starts to keloid. Basically, keloid is like a raised scar. I'm sure you've seen those. Believe it or not, a lot of keloids, not all, but a lot of keloids can actually be flattened with a good scar gel. I can't say it's going to take away the scar completely, but just the fact that it can be flattened, it's good. The other thing, when you're looking at a scar product, a lot of them cause a lot of itching. Mederma has a lot of itching. Scaraway produces a lot of itching. Even Kelocoat out there also has been known to do a lot of itching on it. So you want one that is going to make you comfortable and that you can know that you're going to get results with. You want to, most of these you want to apply at least twice a day, and that keeps the protective barrier on it, and it keeps it moist longer. So you certainly want to do that. And it usually takes time. Don't expect miracles. When you start using a scar product, it's not going to go away in 3 or 4 days. But there's some scar products that you will notice a difference within 2 or 3 days. It's not going to go away, but at least you know it's working. So you take that into account. But everybody responds differently to scar products. There's some scars that are not going to respond to any cream, any product, whether it's name brand, whether it's an over-the-counter. Some scars just don't respond to anything. That's another reason you might want to look up the Healing Touch on Amazon, because they actually offer 60-day guarantee, and if it doesn't do what it says it does, they say they'll give you your money back. So that's a wise investment. It's backed by Amazon. The other reason that I really feel comfortable mentioning that product. Always check with your doctor on the proper treatment, because a lot of times, especially if you had surgery, the doctor knows what he did inside, and he understands the healing process from inside out. So it's always a good idea to check with him. those are my tips. Hopefully they've been helpful, and feel free to leave some comments.